Over the past several decades, gastrointestinal cancers have been rising, particularly among adults under 55, both in the US and globally. For example, individuals born in the 1990s face a 42% higher risk of colorectal cancer and a 78% higher risk of stomach cancer compared to those born in the 1950s. So what's driving this trend? Well, we're still exploring the causes of rising GI cancer rates. Emerging studies point to circadian rhythm disruption as a potential risk factor. Our circadian rhythm is our body's internal clock, running on a 24-hour cycle. It tells us when to sleep, wake up, and eat. When it's disrupted, key bodily function can fall out of sync. Younger adults are particularly vulnerable due to factors like artificial light exposure, shift work, and too much screen time. However, the impact of circadian disruption on GI cancer risk hadn't been fully explored. In our research, we used accelerometer data from 85,000 participants in the UK Biobank. We measured circadian rhythm using relative amplitude, which calculates the difference between a person's activity levels during their most active 10 hours and least active 5 hours. We found that individuals with the most disrupted circadian had a 28% higher risk of developing GI cancers, compared to those with the most stable rhythms, especially stomach and colorectal cancers. We also observed that these disruptions were more common in younger generations, based on data from both the UK Biobank and a US national dataset, NACE. This is the first large-scale study to show a link between disrupted circadian rhythms and GI cancer risk, suggesting that circadian disruption could be an emerging risk factor, particularly among younger adults. But this isn't just a health issue, it's also about equity. We found that circadian disruptions disproportionately affected individuals from diverse backgrounds, particularly those in lower socioeconomic positions. These individuals were more likely to be physically inactive, have a higher BMI, a history of diabetes, and be current smokers, all of which further elevate their cancer risk. With a clinical background in physical therapy, I'm passionate about turning research into action. While we don't have all the answers yet, raising public awareness about circadian health and improving health literacy is a crucial first step. In fact, the CDC has lowered the recommended age for colorectal cancer screenings from 50 to 45 to catch and prevent cancers earlier. Our internal clock may not make noise like TikTok, but it's time we start paying attention to it. Thank you.